I'm not taking my own advice. Because
Mm,
that's quite a difficult one to own as well. It was like
totally.
I noticed this whole thing around focus on one thing at a time. I'm really hyper focusing on that one thing at a time. And then I'm noticing that although in practice I'm doing that the majority of the time, my mind is still skipping forward to the next thing. So I'm not fully present often, still not fully present. But I think like just bringing it into awareness, just like having the awareness about around it, kind of smashes it anyway, instantly. Because
Mm,
now I know it's like I'm stopping myself from doing that, from no, we're not going to go on to the next thing. We're going to bloody stay here and do this thing until it's finished. Because otherwise, I'm moving on to the next thing all day. And then I get to the end of the day and I'm beating myself up for not doing any of those things. But I've started all of them. It's like
mm,
that's not productive.
yes. Yeah, absolutely. And I think sometimes, like for me, I feel like I need to get inspired by it. Like I need to be inspired, but often I need to create that inspiration. Like I need to sort of like read a bit about what I'm doing or like want to achieve. And then I could be like, oh yeah, then I can kind of piece it together. Like for
Yeah.
example, like if I'm doing a post for the Artist Way, then I have to like actually read a bit of the Artist Way, or I keep doing this thing where I open the book and I go and then I open it and I'm like, that's the page I'm gonna find my inspiration on. And then I'll read it and then I'll be like, that's the nugget. That's the thing. That's
Yeah.
what I want to share. That's what I need to talk about. So I think sometimes it's like taking that, like maybe if you don't want to do the actual job or like the job feels too big or too large or like too unreachable, it's like finding those little mechanisms that spark the inspiration. Then it
Mm,
becomes effortless because it's just like, oh yeah,
yeah.